welcome back to a new video. It's been quite a while. Yeah, let's get into it, I guess. It's been quite a while. Okay, yeah, we get Yo, fun fact. That's not really a fun fact. There was a person here. Yo, wait, let's make sure I can mute all that so I don't hear that. Yeah, shut up. Anywho. Yeah, we have an interesting fact. There's a tornado warning right now. So that's pretty scary, I suppose. But, yeah, not much else. School started for me. I'm focusing on that. Okay, man, game. Can you unnecessary roughness, bro? Alright, it's been quite a while. What's happened? Cadabra is a thing. War Turtle's a thing. Pikachu, Bunnelby, Nikata, Hoothoot. Pick up. Okay, I can see why I used you. You can actually even see the time. That's interesting. Cut. Huh. Interesting. Memo. Extra large. What? The thing? You can see my EVs. See my stats. So you can see, ooh, I have confusion. Ooh, I have grass knot. Ooh, I have charge. And teleport. Don't have any other moves. Alright, it's been a lot. I need to get a bit of a refresh here. Extra small. Electro Ball. Grass knot. Wait, you can see the Ivies. Yeah, there's a bunch of electric moves. Like utility one is really useful for catching. And okay, I understand how this works. And then War Turtle. I started, bro. Guy is specifically fat, low speed. And he just lacks. He can't control lax, I suppose. It's pretty cool. Water, you have tail whip, dude. You have water pulse, so that's pretty cool. You look like Kamehameha. Of water moves, bro. That's pretty cool. Guess we continue? I don't know. It's been quite a hot minute. I felt like playing a little bit of this. Yes, I'd like to come ready to cut it. I'm kinda hungry, I'm not gonna lie. Dude, why am I training you up? You're not even good. And you're good at the time, bro, let's be honest. Max HP, woo. So many different size variations. It's interesting though that the Damien Llama Train Studios Ability Day. I mean breed only. Did they nerf that? I don't remember that being. Breed only. Stupid. Remember, I used the America bird, bro. In my old playthrough of this, but I'm pretty sure I deleted the progress because like I didn't feel connected to anything. Crap. Hey, D5 fixed it, man. I'm so annoying. Okay, hopefully we don't under that's not good. I have Echo Voice. Quickly gets out of control. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Okay, well he has an advantage just on turn 1 there. But I now am hitting double power. Ooh, yes, guys. I did not consider the fact that he's a poison type. Whoops. Alright, confusion. But there's like no XP in this game, this actually sucks. How can I trust you? Did I get Genie Chaos? But yeah, I like this guy around. Should be on mute. No, I'm muting my box. That's stupid. It was not saying anything. Oh, it's been wrong again. Definitely, I'll probably bring an alt on at some point to get myself another starter for one, but two also just to get Alakazam. But I remember I was like calculating it, and it's like a life orb Alakazam hits harder than a Mega Alakazam, which doesn't make much sense, but it does. I guess. It's true though, for whatever reason. This makes sense, right? Alakazam's already got a high base special attack, so it makes sense, I suppose. Now you're a lot slower, right? Magic Card is a pretty sweet ability though. Nothing great, but you know, you'll take what you can get, man. No life orb damage is really nice. Basically, means life orb is like really broken. Cause that's the thing with base game in the Pokemon universe. It's like there's a few things, and it's like of those few things, it's like choice items aren't very good. Like they're actually quite bad at it, say, in the base game. Just because it's like the whole point of choice items is that, oh man, your opponent tries to switch, oh, you can hit them with a really hard attack, and usually it's enough to then get a knockout with another one as well. Or at least if they've just been chipped a little bit, oh, and then you can do the double. You can hit them twice and then they're dead. But your opponent, your enemies don't switch in the game like that. The bots, the AIs. So choice points not very good. Now, and then there's life orb. Life orb sounds good up here. 30% power boost is huge. Until you consider the fact that you have 3% HP each time you use the move, and suddenly it feels a whole lot worse. So yeah. Hatfire. Okay, we actually do have blue bear. I see what I did here. I must have just spammed Echo Voice. Echo Voice is such a broken move in our normal type early game. It doesn't take long for it to like become broken. Ugh. Use Bide. Okay, I think he just dies to the next one. Yeah, he just stores energy. Like, I'm just gonna kill you, my guy. The XP share is nice. 14 share. Yeah, life orb sounds pretty bad on paper, right? And then there's really just like and then from there it's really just a few items that are really anything good. It's like you have the items that boost a certain type by 20%. Are you kidding me? Man, this is annoying. Broski. There's the items that boost a certain type by 20%. There's the expert belt, which powers up moves by. What did I just say? Alright, yeah, there's the item, and there's the expert belt, which powers up super effective moves by 20%. Should be 30%, but it isn't. It's really stupid. Even the AC does. Even the AC, no, it's Doodle. Doodle does a good job of that. Makes it 30% power boost, which is much better. And actually makes you want to use it, right? I don't think it's still not very much common PvP, but it's actually usable, right? You can use it sometimes. Imagine if for an ape had that. Enchant the empowered ring, bro. Maybe it'd be good. And Gen 4. Right. I mean, it was still good there, but maybe it'd be better, you know what I mean? Maybe level 2 busted? Yeah. This is just, super active moves are even stronger. Yeah, and then of course there's just the item that powers up moves by, and then there's the item that powers up moves by 10%, either physical or special, and from there it's not really much else. Like those are all really the big, and there's like I suppose there's like the Mega Stone. You only really get one. You don't want to use more than that because it's not doubles where you can like choose which 4 you want to use. Like no. And leave 2 behind, right? And so you can just leave your other Mega behind because you don't like it. You could think it's bad in this matchup, but like otherwise it's okay in this other matchup, right? But in singles, yeah, it's a 6v6, so having a second mega is really bad. It's like, it's kind of like running no item. It isn't that bad, but you certainly run more out of it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, well, I don't know. Not much beyond that, I'd say. Bye, that's not good. That's really not good, actually. That's... I think... he's got to leech his energy, so we're throwing someone on the bus. I'm sorry. Wait, do you have any question? When does Dinkata evolve? Maybe... I'm sorry, but I just had to go. Where does Dinkata evolve? This interesting to OP. We're total to 18. It's pretty good. It's level 20, okay. Empty spam party and Pokeball and back. I'm guessing it's you spend a Pokeball and use tackle. Okay. Okay, next one should kill. That didn't, because that nearly two-shot. Come on, dude. Fusion. Okay, just using Work Up. Okay. I remember hearing that like Work Up is busted or something. Like in Gen 5 when I was like, then it got nerfed or something. That was bad. What do you want to learn? It's faint again. Okay, so it's like worst tackle. Okay. This is basically a very niche thing. It's like the other moves have way too much usage here. Like grass knot just no. Yeah, I really don't think I need a super weak move. Yeah, dual megas isn't very good. I mean, it's probably a little bit better than like in singles, 6v6 singles. It's probably not. It's not very good dual mega. 4v4 doubles. It's a lot better. Oh, good lord, what the hell is that? Oh, did I not meant to scroll there? Help biting me, good lord. It is way too like it's. But I think in PvE it'd be maybe a little better as if you had like a mega that was like, say it's like a, you have like a water type mega, right? Then that wouldn't be very good, right? So it's like that's not great, you know what I mean? I kinda need to heal after this. Dang. Didn't know you had headbutt. We'll just level him in kinda. Wait, he's a fire type. I did not think that through. Not good. Actually, did matter because now I did full health. This, I heard, gosh, bug types. Leech types buff to being 80 base power is like so busted. Yes. Oh. This seems way better. I'm just dropping sand attack. I'll take the. Take a little bit of base power. Take 30 base power after just die. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think in this situation it'd be a little better, right? If you had like a, say you had like, if Mega Frostless was in this game, for example, right? It has its ice moves, it has its ghost moves. It doesn't really get much else, and so in that case, having a second Mega that could patch up its bad matchups would be really good. Like, oh, it has a bad matchup against, I don't know. Say steel types, right? Steel types doesn't really get much out of that, right? It doesn't really have a move that can hit super effectively. I don't think it gets focus blast. Doesn't really, people don't really want to rely on that anyway. I still don't think it gets focus points now. It might get a fire move. I don't know. I don't think so though. But I do know it has some weird moves. But I think that's more Glade style. Not Glade, Glalie. Yeah, I think in PvE it'd be a little bit better just having dual Mega, right? Because people have like less diverse teams, more focused on things. So having like 2 super powered Pokemon is like at the cost of maybe making them both slightly worse, right? Even if the Pokemon themselves are slightly worse than they would be. No, it's like having the Mega is just too good, right? I could genuinely see having Glade in my team. Glade is like one of my top. Like I got a lot of respect for Glade in Cobblemon. Like, I played Cobblemon with my friends, and on the server that we found. It was very fun. But I had newfound respect for Glade because that was the Pokemon I used to catch everything. And I got somebody helped me to actually find a Dawnstone. Because I needed a Dawnstone for catching Glade. For like Glade. For catching stuff. Luckily it was someone who offered. And yeah. That was that. And I got 2. I believe. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna set up Reflect, I think. I think that's like the best move combo here. Yeah, it's gonna do nothing to guy. There's nothing. Let's use Bite. Okay, use Leer. It's fine. Yeah, so what, man? Actually, it might mean something, actually. Here. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. But at least now he's not doing anything. I'm gonna attack. We're definitely gonna need to get some berries. Like lower EVs in the future. Nerve. Why did the little baby lion cub have? That's gonna do neutral. It's fine. We can take that. Oh, reflect. Okay, no, we're not want to be taking a headbutt, bro. That's gonna do a lot. That's gonna do way too much. Okay, we're gonna have to go heal. This is very boring, but what can you do? Oh, 15. That's pretty big. Defog. Give me a sec, questions. I am back. Recording is still going, okay. No, defog does not work. Yes, does not work in big rounds, bro. Psycho ship. Whoa. Isn't that like a 140? Isn't it like psychic? No, yeah, it's like psychic type Draco Meteor, right? I do not care. Oh, Psycho Shift! Oh my gosh, man. Like, bro got me so hyped for a second, bro. What? I guess it's like Psycho Force or something stupid. They got me so hyped for a second, bro. It ended up being nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Mildly annoying. Mildly annoying. Anyway. Yeah. Bro, when we ever get the access to breeding, bro, I'm gonna breed a new Blastoise. Or Wartortle. Or Squirtle. Huh. Interesting. Shiny charm. Counter charm. Yeah, remember, I'm gonna be completely honest, man. I wanna use the American Bird again, bro. If you wanna know who the American Bird is, it's Braviary, okay? And you're building Isaac. I just talked to myself. Shit. Yeah, man, I don't care enough to. I'll figure out some way to delete it. Oh my gosh, you found out my first name. You can't figure out the rest of it, bro. I give up, bro. Okay, I don't care. Enough. And anyhow, enough goofing. Seriously? Okay, give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. But I accidentally kind of doxed myself or something. Alright, isn't doxing yourself like revealing part of your thing that you didn't want to know? I don't know. Maybe I already know my Roblox thing, so it's not that much. You know my first name, if you're paying attention. Probably should not keep repeating that, but whatever. Yo, man. Go back to whatever timestamp it is. Anywho, we're just did this whole episode. I'm probably gonna name it like training time or something, bro. Cause nothing's happening, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember I was talking about the dual megas and how it's not very good. I think dual megas would be a little bit better in PvP, or PvE. I mean, like player versus environment. Because, you know, the trainers here have a lot more specialized teams. Like, oh man, they're all water type. Oh man, they're all fire type. Whatever, yeah. Right? And so, what's the problem with this guy? I mean, he outspeeds me. How fast? Am I stupid? Wait, once again, give vulnerability to the Petra. How fast is Patrick? That's right. I'm logging my phone now. Let's figure this out. What do you protect? Okay, whatever. You just give me. I think that gives me some power. Like, why is it so fast? Let's focus on that. A level 11 headshot. Well, it's really detailed. Supposedly, let's see, how fast is mine? Mine is 21 base speed. That doesn't make any sense. Supposedly, the fastest headshot is what? Something's not adding up. Something's definitely not adding up. Come on, dude. Delicious. Okay, let me just calculate this again, bro. So I have Patrick in. So Patrick. A level 11 male Patrick that somehow outspeeds, man. You know, my Hoothoot, level 15 Hoothoot. That is based on enemy speed. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. I tell you. Okay, maybe I do. Maybe it's like a game's like, ooh, oh no, he's paying attention. Okay, does Bide have like priority or something? Or am I just stupid? I think it does. Maybe it's to make it like slightly better. Make it completely unusable. I don't know. Energy turns and fights back. It's like really bad counter or something. What? Alright, Mikata can go out again. Yeah, it's party +1, I see. So that explains it. Level 18 Kadabra, bro. Bro, I could literally get an Alakazam immediately at like level 16 or something. Which is ridiculous when you think about it. Like, but it's like, what do you mean I can get like I mean, it's like having Gyarados if Gyarados actually was crazy powerful offensively. Gyarados is busted by all means. The problem is with Gyarados. Gyarados kind of had like I think it was probably his best in Gen 4. I'm guessing. Probably one of his best. Because his physical special bite had been introduced, and now Gyarados can actually use it as water typing. Right, because beforehand I really couldn't use its flying all that well. Like, I think I had bounce, I guess, but yeah. Couldn't use water, right? And the first generation, for example, had good stats. But it was kind of bad. And the fact... I can't remember, does it have... actually, no, I think it actually wasn't that bad in the first generation. I think its special stat might... I can't remember. Gyarados might have had a special stat of, like, its special defense stat. Which if so, that's ridiculous. It's like, whoa, what do you mean? Basically, what made Gyarados so good is it? They had really high base stats. They basically had a lot of raw power. With just its abilities and such. Yeah, its special stat in Gen 1 was its special defense, which is base 100. Yeah, basically though, Gyarados was really annoying. Had a pretty good typing defensively, right? Only 2 weaknesses, isn't too bad. They give a weakness to both electric and rock, but it's like Gyarados shouldn't be used for electric types anyway. You can hit it super effectively. And in the case of rock, it can actually threaten those things back with water moves, so it's a lot more up in the air. And it's not even that slow, it's basically 1 base speed. Gyarados is not a bad Pokemon by any means. In fact, I'd say it feels very pseudo-legendary like, because it's about to intimidate, which gives it basically gives it special defense physical defense a 33% boost, which is pretty big. It's not a small margin. That makes it basically unkillable on both sides. It's got base 95 HP, base 79 defense, but it's getting boosted by 33%. And then it's got base 100 special defense. Dang it, dude, I hate patch red. How much damage did it do? Genuinely worst Pokemon boot. Why did Bide do no damage? That doesn't make sense. That was really weird. Is that a bug? Yeah, Gyarados is really busted. It's got a pretty good typing, and it evolves really quickly, but it's being down, and it's got like good, and it's got amazing base stats, right, for the early game. But Gyarados' big weakness is that it can't use its stabs, and so it's basically lacking a 50% power boost, which means its attack stat is actually feels a lot lower to some extent. Like Gyarados basically felt like a typeless, felt like it didn't really have any. It was like a water type without water moves, and it was a flying type without flying moves, except for bounce, which really was not something you were wanting to rely on. So like, for example, if I wanted to check, say, Gen 4, I'd say Gen 4 is peak its power, right? It could finally use its water type moves effectively. It was a bit of a monster, I'm gonna completely honest. Alright, this guy is still 30 HP. I'm surely he can do well. Yeah, as you can see, it's a little ridiculous. It's like, just, you had Thrash, right? That's his main move. And Bite. Thrash and Bite. Those are like the two moves that he gets. Fun evolution. The Dragon Rage is ridiculous, right? Like, consistently, like, 3 shots most things. Right. And... Good. Sorry, Bumblebee. Dying. Yeah, but I didn't really get any good moves until 35. Right? Finally gets a win move there. Actually, I don't know what Cut. Cut is something I'm really interested in. I think Gen 5 was the peak of its power, because it could finally use its big moves. Yo! Okay, it's interesting that switch is kind of busted. Swing back to Hoothoot. We don't get it, but we are no sweet weaker. This could go very much sad. The reason why I'm so much weaker is because we don't get the Echo Voice boost. Yeah, it's gonna do nothing. It's gonna tickle him. Yeah, it's not good. Why does Gyarados get Flamethrower in Gen 5? 4. Gen 4. Doesn't make any sense. Like, bro, it's a freaking fish. I don't care if it's dragon, like, it's not a dragon. There's something I never see, but and I think it's like really overlooked, and it's wish passing in PvE. It's a thing you need to never see. If you're curious what wish passing is, you can search it up if you're curious, but I will explain it now. Make sure recording's done. Okay, yes, it is. Basically, how wish passing works is basically you have a Pokemon, you use wish, you use button pass, and then the Pokemon that you switch in, it gets healed by half of whatever the previous Pokemon's HP was, right? Button pass switches, yeah, if you didn't know. And that was like how the strategy worked, at least in PvP. And that's basically the reliable way to do it. Yeah, but it's like a big weakness. Right, but that way, see? Wait, no, it's not a weakness. It's a good strategy, but it's just not something you see very often. Not many Pokemon learn Wish, not very many Pokemon learn Button Pass. And it's just not a very complementary set. Moves aren't very much preferred. You prefer raw damage output, right? And there's very little point to using Wish passing strategy. It's a very meh strategy. However, setup is a very powerful strategy. The problem is, if you have a powerful setup sweeper that can blur your team, but it may be that can blur most Pokemon except Pokemon with a certain point or a certain move or something. Maybe it's Scizor, right? But you know, there's maybe not so much Scizor, but maybe there's like a fire type on the field. Swords isn't doing much against them, and so you kind of need to switch out. That's what you do. Exactly what you do. Seriously, dude. Let's just kill on the chair. This is like a very powerful device. Not quite. It's much weaker. But yeah, it's not something you very much see, but I remember I was considering it for my platinum team. And it was something that I remember was like some post-game stuff, and I was making a team, and it included 3 different Pokemon. It was Skarmory, Garchomp, Togekiss, basically it was Skarmory, Garchomp, Umbreon. It's more accurate. Togekiss was like the kind of the makeshift one more than anything. Yeah, Rocket Voice is OP, man. I thought Protect like makes that so you resets your thing. I'm wrong. Hope you wish you used by the previous turn. I think. I don't know. Yeah, there's a big weakness, and that was that basically what the idea was. Skarmory sets up spikes, Stealth Rock, has Roost for healing, and it has like Whirlwind or something that switches opponent out and do damage and stuff like that. Or Iron Defense if it wants to more reliably wall physical threats, right? What is this? I don't really care. Like I said, there was a big weakness, and Garchomp would be there for. We'll just focus on the first 2. Skarmory and Garchomp. And Skarmory was meant to wall out physical threats and be able to set up spikes and Stealth Rock and just set hazards and stuff, so that Garchomp could then sweep specifically Short Stance Garchomp, right? And that has so much raw power that most Pokemon do not like handling it, right? Your best shot is like Levitate Bronzong, but that's not very good, right? It's just not a very common Pokemon for one in the games, but yeah. So Levitate Bronzong was probably the only way to really handle it, right? Immune to spikes, resists Stealth Rock, and it's immune to ground moves and it resists Drug, right? But it's weak to fire, and so you'd run like a fire move coverage move. More often than not, it was. Does this kill? I feel like it does. Yes! That's so good! Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a big weakness to strategy, though. And that was that Garchomp is double weak to Ice, and as a new move was introduced in Generation 4. That being Ice Shard. At 40 base power. Yeah, a 40 base power Ice type power, +1 party move, physical. Yeah, of course it's +1 party, right? And Garchomp doesn't really get any good party moves there. Oops, I just realized I don't have any more active voices. Alright, send out Mikata. This is maybe not the best idea. This false life, that's good. You see, I hate him too effectively and lowers accuracy. Yeah, and so that's the big weakness, right? Swords Dance guard jump was good, but not the best, right? Right, and like most people, they'd recommend for late game stuff, and post game, I mean, is you go Jolly, Choice Band, you go Adamant, Choice Scarf, right? One of those two. And Choice Scarf was generally the preferred option, right? And I guess is to not only be worried about Ice Shard, right? And not be scared out by Weavile and such, right? But I thought, that's stupid. It's like Garchomp is really it's like it's very fast. It's already a very naturally fast Pokemon. You don't really need more speed, in my opinion. Like it outspeeds most Pokemon. It just needs some more health somehow, right? It needs to be able to come back in later and be able to clean things up, and that's how it can. But the problem is, if you do that, you don't get an extra life. It's like you have the one shot, and if you can't have to burn it, and it's gone, right? That's the big issue with it, right? You have Swords Dance, you know, and you tank a hit, right? And now you're at +2 Garchomp, and now can hit powerful like Dragon Claws, Earthquakes, Outrages, Fire Fangs, that sort of thing. And you know, all these super powerful moves. But yeah, like for example, like if you had a feeling it's like, say it's against, I don't know, if you had a feeling there was no steel type on the opponent's team, and you feel like Earthquake wasn't that great here, you just go Outrage, do big damage. Give me a sec. I gotta run this episode. A very long episode. Like 1 mile. And some interruptions I again. It's not great. So I'm probably just gonna end it up here. We got a big amount of levels to do now. Big advantage. Neutral advantage. Discuss some things too. Yeah, basically wish passing would like kill Garchomp, right? And Umbreon is basically the best wish passer. Also I learned the Garchomp can be even better. Okay, man, come on, give me a sec. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna be done now soon. What is this? What is this? Protect. I could genuinely care less about protect. Yeah, I have to go though. I'll save it and I'll hop off. Sorry, very long episode. Yeah, basically though, Wish Passion was best, Umbreon was the best guy. You had like the best defense typing for it. I also realized that Yawn is very, very good for doing stuff because you can go Yawn, Wish, switch, boom, the whole thing, and but so sleep, right? It's very, very good. Yeah. We'll talk in more detail about it if I remember the next episode. Save. save it twice. Be safe. And I'll be on my way. Hope you guys have a good day. I know I have. Actually, starting school again, and so far so good, man. We'll say that. Locked in. Pretty good. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get burned out or something. I feel fine right now, so yeah. It feels like I'm actually doing something. Right? I come back home and I feel tired. It's like, wow. That's what I usually do. Anyway, that's enough. Maybe make an episode on Rise of or something. Maybe that's a fun game I like playing. Probably won't, but maybe leave a comment if I should play that game at some point. When the saving update comes out, actually, probably come on in a few years. But yeah, I'll make another episode. Yeah. I will see you guys in another episode. If you guys do care to join, you don't have to. Make sure to subscribe. Okay. Boosting my channel would be nice. You don't have to. This is more so for my enjoyment more than anything else. But it would be interesting if this really did become something special. I'll be seeing you guys in another episode.